Now, to effectively treat your plantar fasciitis, it's essential to first understand what it is and what it is not, as numerous conditions in the heel area may resemble plantar fasciitis, such as nerve entrapments, bursitis, fat pad atrophy, arthritis, and even fractures. So, for the purposes of today, I'm only just going to focus on trouble with your actual plantar fascia. Now, symptoms typically include the sharp tearing type pain, especially with the first steps in the morning or after long periods of sitting or standing. And the pain often subsides after some movement. In some cases, especially if your lifestyle involves long periods of standing, the pain may actually get worse towards the end of the day also. Now, a healthy plantar fascia is a thick band of connective tissue that runs across the bottom of your foot and connects your heel to your toes. Apart from the skin, it is the outermost structure and therefore deals with the most amount of leverage, and it's subject to incredible forces daily. Now, understandably, this can lead to tears and micro damage. Unfortunately, after the plantar fascia has succumbed to enough stress and damage, its strength is now incredibly low, almost non-existent at times. I want you to think of a leg bone. If it were to break, and even a small amount of pressure like walking on it lightly is enough to send you through the roof in pain and re-bake the bone. So when your first step pain in the morning occurs, it's the plantar fascia fibers re-tearing apart from one another. So we really need you to associate the pain as re-tearing of that tissue. But because we can't actually see any of what's going on here in our heels, I like to use the arch of your hand as a perfect example. Imagine that there was a cut in the top of your arch here, and I want you to apply a back and forth motion like the foot would experience with walking. The cut is naturally going to reconnect when the tissue rejoins, but once under load and stretched, it tears once again. This will result in various inflammatory mediators and pain signals. Now, interestingly, if the fibers were to remain open and do not tear any further, the pain actually subsides and you can move around relatively pain-free. That is, until you rest enough in that shortened state and the fibers once again have a chance to repair and reconnect. And when you get up, again, the cycle repeats itself. So with all that said, you now know a little bit more of what's going on and that we need to make some changes and implement various treatments to overcome this damaged tissue.